Today we're going to be replacing the parking brake cables on a 2000 Volkswagen Jetta. This is similar or the same thing from the year 1999 and a half to the 2006 fleet. So most of them should be very similar. There's a few differences here on this end. This one is a hard plastic, some are hard or rubber. And then some of them actually have metal ends with snaps on the other end. Just really make sure which one yours needs before you go and purchase it, because they look exactly the same except these ends are different, and some of the actual connectors on the other end is different as well. So just make sure you check really closely on that, make sure that you're getting the right one for your job. But these, check them out, they should be exactly the same placement parts as what I've got underneath there right now. So we'll get into that and I'll show you how it's done. Alright, first what you're going to do is, this is the actual other end of the cable here. So you can get a pair of pliers like needle nose or adjustable wrench like this, and really what you're trying to do is shove it down enough so you can get it to pop up through that little hole there, come to the outside, and get it off there, just like that right there. And then you're going to take a screwdriver, go underneath here, you see that right there, that clamp there, just going to prise it off. There it is right here. Once you get that off, you should just slide back and out. So after I'm doing it from the brake caliper back there, you're going to come to the front of the tire, and there's a mount that slips up onto these two prongs here, just like that. There. And underneath here, you can see these two prongs on each one. I bent them away from that screw, and all it will do then is you just prise it down and it slips off there. The next one was in a little metal holder right here, and you just get a screwdriver underneath it and just prise it down enough to pop that cable up and over it. And then back in there, there's a piece of plastic that slides into a rubber, to a metal housing, and the cable just goes up through there into the cabin. So I already tried it, it's stuck up in there, so we'll just have to get a pair of pliers and kind of move it around a bit. Alright, so we got it loose. How I did it is I took and pulled the cable tight and took a pair of pliers here and grabbed it, and then while I was pulling on the rest of the cable, I was turning this, and finally it started moving and popped free. So now we're just going to pull it out of the cabin area, and there you go. Alright, and then just want to take this back and match it up and make sure it is exactly the same cable, or at least close. Most of the time they do change the ends and stuff on them just a little bit, but overall it should be pretty much the same setup. Alright, so we got it out here. The old one is slightly longer than the new by about 1.25 inches. We'll have to see if that still fits or not. But from these metal rings that fit in this clip here, they're about the same distance from the ends there back. So at least all that's the same. Some of the turns and stuff might be able to be shortened just a bit to make that fit, so we'll have to see. So I'll install both of them and let you know later. So inside that cabin compartment, to get to the brake cable and adjuster, it's going to be down underneath here, right behind the hand rest. To get it off, these two little side panels will pop to the outside and then pull up, and they'll come off. both sides. And then they've got a little snap down here at the bottom. Two of them. Screwdriver here. And let's see. It's really dark in here. I can't really see. There. So just get onto those snaps. Pop them up over. You see that one's broken already. Get it up. Should pop up and off. And under here, there's these two little metal tabs. Just push them down on both sides. Make sure they'll clear this little black plastic piece. And you should be able just to prise the whole box out. Okay. There we go. Alright. So there's our new cable, and the other side over here is the one, the original. See how much shorter that one is. But there's our adjuster up in there. Okay. So make sure the other cable's undone, and then we'll go out, yank it, and then I'll come back in here and adjust it. Alright, so we've got both brand new cables up in here. Driver's side just about a 1/4 inch shy of the passenger, but there might just be some slack I can't pull out in this position. So what I'm going to have to do is get this to slide all the way to the back, and it should be a 10 millimeter. So we'll put that on it. Just have to hold it to the back. Not the easiest position to get in there too. It doesn't feel like it's going to be a 10. Can't really tell. So it is a 10. It's just extremely hard to get up in there and turn it and hold it in position. Sure won't make things easy on these cars. Some people might say you might want to bring it into the dealer to do this. Conspiracists. But finally got it on there. Seems like it's easier to go towards the passenger side. Got 4 inch left. Okay, let's look the short one in first. We can. I'll go for it. Okay, so they're both on now. The easiest way is to get yourself a ratchet wrench. If not, you can use a regular wrench, it's just going to take you a while. And Okay, so that's on. You can tell it's a little bit shorter on that side, but as long as it's tight on both sides you pull and not let it pop out one side or the other. So should all be good there. We'll give it a few yanks and then we'll come back here and see if it needs any more adjustment. Alright, so everything's back on, everything's back together. Just take it for a little test drive, make sure everything is working correctly. By the way, if you're wanting to do this job pretty fast, recommend one of these battery powered impacts from eBay. I'll have it in the description below. But it does make the job way faster, taking off these tires, and you don't have to try breaking your back. So yeah, got everything installed. We're going to take it out, get down off the jack stands here, and just make sure everything's working correctly. Taking this thing out, just take it easy on the curves and stuff until everything gets settled, and then should be good to go.